Now, tyre failures are responsible for accidents that cause dozens of deaths and serious injuries every year. But most of them could be prevented. Experts analysing over 1,000 pieces of tyre debris found almost 3/4 of them showed faults that would have been spotted if drivers had carried out simple safety checks. Well, Zach Washington Young was travelling on a coach which crashed back in 2012. It was later found the tyre that burst was over 19 years old. He was left terribly injured, and his friend Michael Malloy, who was just 18, was killed. Well, Zach and Michael's mum, Frances, and both join me now. Hello to you again, Frances. Zach, really lovely to meet you tonight. And Zach, I just want to talk about that crash in itself. As I said, it was caused because of a faulty tyre, and strangely enough, it was the fact you weren't wearing a seatbelt that saved your life.
Yeah, that actually saved my life. So I was, the tyre exploded and the driver lost control of the vehicle, which caused the coach to go off-road and crashed head first, full speed into a huge oak tree. The impact of the crash threw me out of the windscreen, but yeah, like I said, not having the belt on, it was proven in court that actually saved my life.
But you were told by doctors that very unlikely, in fact, you won't walk again.
Yeah, I mean, my prognosis was from the head consultant, if he walks again, I'll eat my tie. So it was a dead certain write-off case, basically. I was told day after day after day that it was completely impossible because I suffered a severance of the spinal cord. So it wasn't your average spinal cord injury either. But after a hell of a lot of extensive research, my parents managed to find an incredible recovery centre in Cambridge called Prime Physio. And after 12 months of having no hope with the NHS, that was when the table started to turn, you know. So I've been training full-time in Prime Physio now for the last 4 years. It's a full-time job. I treat myself like a professional athlete. I'm dedicated to the cause. And what we're trying to do now is raise as much awareness as possible about the possibilities of spinal cord injury recovery, so long as you can have the right mindset and dedication.
So, Frances, Zach could have been paralysed for life. Yeah. He lost a friend, your son, 2 other people also died in that crash. How do you feel about the fact that people are still dying today, 6 years later, largely because of these faulty tyres?
Well, as you know, we've been running this campaign now. I've been running a campaign for 5 years to raise awareness, particularly of tyre ageing and the fact that tyres older than 10 years shouldn't be fitted to any public service vehicle. And I think the statistics are quite shocking. If you think there was 1,000 tyre debris pieces that they picked up, there will be literally thousands more. And and all of these, there were so many that were faulty, some didn't have enough pressure in them, a whole range of things that were wrong with tyres and people still dying. And my point is that they only record things like the age of a tyre when somebody dies. There are lots of people, unfortunately, who end up with injuries as severe as Zach and, possibly worse because of tyres. It's the only thing that keeps you from the road. And so the campaign we're running, called Tyred, T-Y-R-E-D, is about raising that awareness, particularly on public service vehicles, and ensuring that there's an age limit and people know a lot more about their tyres.
And Zach, I mean, to complete the marathon just a couple of days ago, as I said, after being told you won't be walking again, what on earth was that like?
It's pretty satisfying to me. I guess all along I've just been trying to prove a point to myself more than anything else. I mean, obviously being told that there was no possible chance of recovery and that you're going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, that news hit me like a train, of course, and it was, it was something. It's been a life dedication for me now ever since to get myself out of it. And it all started with one flicker in the left leg that built up to a mile one day. Then I hit a 5K, I hit a 10K 6 months later, a half marathon 6 months later. But it's a full Monday to Friday training routine in between these milestones. So where you're going to go after a half marathon, I wanted to do
you do the marathon.
London, you know.
You do the London Marathon.
Here we are.
Zach, congratulations, well-deserved medal.
Thank you.
Frances, really good seeing you again. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.